Margaret was drawing water by the well when her daughter-in-law, Chloe, violently pushed her in. Leaning over the edge, Chloe cursed, "If it weren't for you holding us back, our life would have been better long ago." At noon, John returned from town and called out, "I'm back." Chloe immediately put on a smiling face. "Your mother went to the mountains to pick mushrooms this morning. I've prepared the meal. Let's eat first." John frowned. "Let's wait for Mother to eat together. The meat will get tough if it cools down. When she returns, I'll reheat the dishes. They'll be just as good as fresh," Chloe insisted. John didn't think much more of it. Margaret hadn't drowned in the well. The water was only waist deep. She shouted until her voice grew hoarse, but no one heard her. When thirsty, she drank the well water. When hungry, she nibbled on the moss growing on the walls. She endured like this for 2 days and was on the verge of collapse. When she suddenly heard barking from above, it was the family's yellow dog Buddy, whom they had raised for 6 years. The dog circled the well twice, then ran straight to the fields, where it grabbed John's pant leg with his teeth and dragged him toward the well. John followed the dog, looked into the well, and saw his mother floating motionless in the water. He quickly jumped in and rescued her. The old woman was unconscious for half a month before waking up. Chloe stayed by her bedside every day. With red-rimmed eyes, John asked, "Mother, how did you fall into the well?" Margaret glanced at Chloe and said, "I'm just getting old. I lost my footing while drawing water." Chloe breathed a sigh of relief inwardly, thinking, "This old thing is tougher than I thought. I'll have to think of another way." 2 days later, Chloe poisoned some dumplings, just as Buddy, lying outside the kitchen door, witnessed. That evening, when John returned, the dog suddenly rushed over and spoke. "Don't eat the white flour. Dumplings. They're poisoned." John's heart sank. Just then, Chloe came out carrying 2 plates of dumplings. "I made dumplings today. The white flour ones are for Mother to regain her strength, and the buckwheat ones are for us." Without a word, John picked up a white flour dumpling and threw it to a chicken in the yard. The chicken flapped its wings and immediately dropped dead. John's eyes reddened instantly. He rushed over and slapped Chloe. "My mother has always treated you well. How could you try to harm her?" Chloe quickly fell to her knees, weeping and begging for mercy, claiming she had acted foolishly in a moment of confusion. John didn't listen to her excuses. That very night, he wrote a letter of divorce and sent her back to her parents' house early the next morning. The following afternoon, Buddy led John to the back hill, where he began frantically digging under an old oak tree. They unearthed a wooden box, and inside was filled with gleaming gold. The dog suddenly lay down, his breath growing faint. "Back then, I was freezing to death in the snow, and your mother saved me. I owed her 3 lives. Saving her from the well was the first. Warning you about the poison was the second, and leading you to this gold is the third. Now my merit is fulfilled." With that, he laid his head down and breathed his last. John buried the dog under the old oak tree. Later, he used the gold to build a new house and spent his days caring for his mother. During holidays, he would distribute rice and flour to poor households. The villagers all said, "This is the reward for goodness."